Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the second day of the Supreme Pool Series 2019 first event. And this is the winners round 2. And what a matchup we've got in store. Phil Harrison, who featured so heavily in last year's series, versus the formidable Jordan Shepherd. Two contrasting styles. Phil more methodical, and Jordan, well, needs no introduction. Very, very fluent, quick player. Both equally impressive in the way they go about things. And yeah, this should be a cracking match. So Jordan wins the lag, gets things underway, and a massive break. However, on first look, doesn't seem to have come out perfectly nicely. Every match in the Players Series uses the shark rack that Jordan's just taken off the table. It's designed to make sure that every ball is touching on the rack and giving everyone an equal chance on the break. So Jordan was able to clip in that yellow, and he is now yellow, so he's already landed on his awkward ball. So he should pot this, and it should be a fairly routine run out. Nicely controlled there. Jordan may elect to either screw this in or play it with top, bit aside, run around the back. That's a nicely controlled shot there. So black into the middle, and we should be 1-0. So, as I say, Phil Harrison now to break the second frame, and I'm happy to say I'm joined in the commentary box by Colin Pinn. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, so mate.
Good.
Very good.
This should be a cracking match between these two great players.
Should be. Missed the first frame, man.
Yeah, Jordan broke and cleared for a change.
Well, there you go. Should be a very quick game, I think.
Yeah. Two contrasting styles in the way they approach. Jordan obviously very, very fluent. Phil slightly more methodical, but just as deadly. And
He's a steady player, isn't he?
yeah, to say the least. I think it will come down to Jordan's breaks in terms of who wins this match. If Phil can control the frames, then put him as favourite if it goes tactical. But if Jordan can keep the pressure on and keep...
when he's flying, he's flying.
He can...
He don't miss many.
No. Sort of the blueprint of Phil's game. He breaks off, and if he gets a ball, he studies the table for a couple of minutes to map out what he's going to do, how he's going to take the balls out, and then he
clears them up.
Generally does it, yeah.
Where would you go here then, Greg? Top right next.
Yeah, I would imagine top right. His problem area, if you like, is the black next to the red by the middle.
You can get into that though, can't you? This bottom yellow and the bottom right.
Yeah, he may even have an angle on the yellow that he plays next to actually cannon into the red as he's looking at there, because he's guaranteed to be on choice of yellows, and it's never a bad thing to try and get it out as early as you can, as you know. I think that's what he's going to play just below centre here, stun, and he's played that really well.
It goes in the middle now, doesn't it? Goes in the corner as well.
I think Phil is a master at getting the awkward ball out as early as he can, because obviously the longer you leave it, then you're cutting down your options, your chances to be able to develop it. So
I think that's where I struggle, you know.
Well, I think
I always leave it till last.
I'm probably the same, so that's why we're better at being in the commentary box, I think.
You here this week? You're in the...
I'm here, but
no,
I lost in the first round last night, but I'm still in the second section, so hopefully I'll have a better day today. But it's just nice to be involved and playing amongst some of the best in the world. I think watching someone like Phil, you just learn an awful lot in terms of...
You learn more watching, I think you do.
Yeah, in terms of the patterns and just the tempo. He never changes, does he? He's just always the same, robotic. His cue ball control is just pinpoint every time, as a rule. And he seems to take them out in the easiest way possible.
He makes it look so easy.
Yeah. And that's
so does Jordan though when he gets
he does.
flowing.
I think a lot of the top 10, top 20 players, they do exactly the same thing in terms of the patterns and, like you say, how easy they make it look. And then you think to yourself, God, it's such an easy game, I should be able to do this. And then you go and play it, and the white's on a bungee cord. So providing the black's not too much of an acute angle, you'd think he can just drop this yellow in and play it into the middle.
Yeah, looks that way. That's the way he's played it anyway.
Yeah. Just a soft screw.
Bit of a blind pocket, but I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. Just rechecking the angle, coming round. Rechecking the angle again. Making sure he hits exactly where he wants to on the black. And in actual fact, he's taking it up the top instead. Nicely done. I think sometimes players, if they can, prefer to play shots that they can see the pocket or direct.
Might have been losing the white there as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it was actually probably thinner than it looked on the camera angle. So 2 frames and 2 breaking dishes.
It's not a bad standard.
No, as you'd expect from these 2.
Minutes.
Yeah.
It usually takes me 12 minutes to get me cue out.
Some really good games going on the other tables. Yeah.
Some cracking games.
I'm trying try and keep you updated on the scores of those matches if we can.
Black ball's gone in there. Did he put a ball?
I don't think he did, so the black ball's gone in.
Black ball's respotted and it's Phil's shot there.
Jordan just checking the rules there with me. So basically what happens is because Jordan broke and only potted the black and he didn't pot a red or a yellow, the black ball gets respotted on its spot or as close as it can to its spot. And now it's table over to Phil.
It's a good rule that they've brought in there, I think.
Yeah.
It happened to me yesterday against Ryan Pisani. He potted a black and potted a colour as well. And then he ended up clearing the frame from it. So.
Oh, really?
So he's taking reds. Got a bit of work to do, eh, Greg?
Yeah, he's
There's a couple of balls there.
so he's gone for reds. I think the next shot will just be to drop this red in off the red so that he frees that.
Frees that red up.
Yeah, he only needs to stun and he's on the red in the middle. Or, well, play it that way. It's probably the safer way to play it.
It's whether this red goes past this black in this
Yeah.
bottom corner. You can't really tell. But
I think it's going to be tight because obviously they've got to get the black as close as they can to its spot without touching. So that's going
it's
to be.
got balls around it though.
Yeah.
To develop it.
Yeah.
He's under it, that one, I think.
Yeah, he's not played that well. It was pretty straight. He had to play that with a lot of side, didn't he, to try and manufacture an angle.
Is he good? Cutting the one in the corner. Bottom left.
Bottom left, that's right.
Missed that by a while.
Yeah, there's a lot more pressure on that shot because mentally he knew where he should have been.
Develop the black.
Yeah, he did, yeah. And actually now these yellows don't look too bad for Jordan. Drop this one in. He'll then play the yellow top right because he'll have a natural angle to develop the yellow on the left-hand cushion. Just needs to play it with top and left-hand side.
Yeah, he'll leave this yellow in the bottom area for the black.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his last ball, so
Yeah.
concentrate on the top half of the table now.
And as Collins rightly said, what players try to do is leave the last ball that's easiest to then get on the black. That's the sort of normal process for top pool players. He's been slightly unfortunate there. He could have landed better. This is a thin cutback now.
He's losing the white a little bit here as well.
Yeah, he may elect to play this with lots of check side, which kills the white slightly. He's controlled that pretty well, to be fair, and I think he's
Black a little bit.
nudged the black so that it goes. And Phil's just had a bit of a chuckle there. You won't meet a nicer bloke than Phil, Colin.
Very nice bloke, isn't he? He's won a few bits as well. well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not done too bad, has he? Yeah.
In his career.
Always find that in most discussions he goes under the radar about who's the, top 5 or 6 pool players ever, and
Yeah.
my opinion, he's got to be up there in the discussion.
Without a doubt, he's got to be up there. Definitely top 3 in my eyes. For what he's won.
Yeah, good shot there for Jordan. Head stayed still then. Key to those shots off the cushion, keeping everything perfectly still.
So just drop this yellow in the middle. It's a good angle there. Just to stun this in for the black. And bring it back an inch or 2. There you go. 2-1.
Yeah, and that's what happens at this level. Phil made an error and was punished.
Can't see many scores about, can we? Usually have it on
No,
the,
let me just have a quick look. Okay, so early stages obviously, but Rob Chilton 1-1 with Lee Clough. Mark Boyle 1-1 with Darren McVicker. Darren McVicker obviously took out Liam Dunster in the main section yesterday. Declan Brennan 2-0 up against Leiden de Bona. Ronan McCarthy 1 each with Carl Boys. Jez Graham 2-0 down against John McAllister. Tom Cousins 1-0 up, 2-0 up now on the mainstream table against Jake McCartney. Don Cooney, who's having a good weekend so far, 3-0 up against Carl O'Donoghue. We'll keep you updated with some more scores shortly.
So they've only just kicked off really.
Yeah, early stages.
A long way to go yet. Well, he's made a ball off the break. Well, he's made a few. But,
yeah, it's a massive break, isn't it? What would you be going here?
yeah, I'd be having a go at Reds, I think. To be fair.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just play the one in the middle. You might be able to develop the 2 on the bottom cushion.
Yeah, it looks like the natural angle, doesn't it?
He's playing in the corner. What do I know? There you go. Play in the corner.
So I think he's just going to drop this red in.
And play the plant.
Play the plant, as Colin said, yeah. Just wants to try and make sure that he can get the white as direct.
Yes, so you don't have to do a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be too far up the table or too far on the bottom cushion.
It's not easy.
No, that's okay, but it's a bit high, isn't it, in terms of... It should be okay. It looks higher than it is actually on the camera angle.
Lost the white there.
Yeah, and that was the problem, wasn't it, Colin? Because he was a little bit too high. The white was always going to be bouncing off and off the cushion and up the table. So,
Would you be a bit straighter there, didn't he?
Would you maybe look at using the yellow to stop the white here?
Yeah, I think he's just got a bit of right hand side cannon into the yellow. That's what we'll be looking at. Even if he goes past, if he misses the yellow out of the side, he's fine. As long as he can hold that white.
Yeah.
So easy to hold it on these cloths, though. They're pretty fast. Very fast. He's okay. That's a good shot.
Yeah, he's played that really nicely.
This should be 2-2. Another break dish there. Good fill.
Yeah, good standard. Very good standard.
Just a coffee for me, please. 2 sugars, milk.
Coke. So Jordan getting frame 5 underway. Jordan uses a Jason Owen break cue, and it looks to be seems to be working really well for him. What a break that is. Reds all day here, Colin.
Do you fancy yellows for his challenge? I think that's reds are the ball.
God, blimey. Could go a number of ways here, but
Just got to clear that middle back first.
yeah, that's his only semi-awkward red, isn't it? So
Should be straightforward for him.
yeah.
I thought he'd left the plant there, to be honest, but
Yeah, did look like that, but
should still be okay.
should be okay, but he's just got to move the white a little bit here. Yeah, he's no problem.
Me, I'd have dropped him behind them yellows, I know that.
Sometimes the easier the finish is, the harder it is to sort of
Work the route.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
because in your own mind you've already almost chalked up the frame, haven't you? So
That's right, yeah.
I think you have to almost concentrate harder on those types of finish.
That's when you make a
Silly error.
mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Darren McVicker's now gone 3-1 ahead of Mark Boyle.
Right.
He's
Playing well then.
Yeah, he really is playing well.
Beat
this week.
Liam, didn't he, yesterday?
Yeah, beat Liam 11-7. One of the favourites of the event.
Phil just going for a little toilet break there.
Sean Chipperfield is 3-1 up against Liam White at the moment. Jez Graham is now 3-0 down against John McAllister. Jack Whelan, former world champion, 3-1 up against Richard Gifford. JV Burnett, who's also having a decent run so far, 3-2 up against.
Yeah, snooker player, isn't he?
Yeah, former professional.
Yeah.
3-2 up against Steve Petty, one of the
Another good player.
Another favourite, I would have said, for the event. Tom Cousins, who needs no introduction. 3-0 up against Jake McCartney.
Is he any good, Tom?
He can play a bit, can't he?
Yeah.
And Scott Gillespie, who featured so heavily last year, 1-1 with Callum Singleton, who had a very good win yesterday against Chris Melling.
He did, yeah, watch that game.
Oh.
He's okay.
So Phil was lucky twice then, because actually the white was going direct into the bottom pocket at first, but he got it kissed off another ball.
Yeah, they went to the middle.
Yeah, but you know, you can only hit the balls as well as you can, and the rest is down to a bit of luck, isn't it?
So,
I found yesterday in my match, not that it made much difference anyway, but the amount of times I broke and got kicked in off, it was pretty.
might get going in the middle, straight in.
Yeah, it's something I need to practice on, I think. Although I find sometimes you can hit them and you think, well, I've hit those absolutely perfectly and still get nothing.
Yeah.
The next day you can hit what you think is a really bad break and get to 3 or 4 balls. So it's,
I think it's just luck at the end of the day, the break.
yeah, I think
A
you
lot
can
of it's
just
timing as well.
hit them as well as you can and then see what happens.
Where's he going here then? Do you think Rent? A couple of awkward balls for each set. Me personally, I'd be going yellows, I think, because you can develop that other yellow straight away.
Yeah, it looks
On
like
the
he's
top.
taking your choice. Oh, he's played that really well.
Just got one bad yellow down this bottom end near the black. You've got a bit of developing to do here to take this frame out.
Yeah, I think he's either going to have to play some really tight positional shots or he wants that to stop. That's okay because he's now perfect to actually develop the black slightly so that it frees up the pocket for the yellow, potentially. He could even, we could play it a couple of ways, but that's what I think he'll be doing.
Does that yellow go past the other yellow? That's if he was on the side rail.
Oh yeah, that's a good, I don't think it does,
Probably
but
not, because he could just drop in behind there.
yeah, he could do. Yeah, he wouldn't have to. If you don't, don't have to play a cannon. They always say don't, don't they? But we'll see after this shot. Yeah, so clearly,
Your shot.
well, it clearly, like you say, obviously didn't go.
Yeah.
Now the only next slight problem is the yellow that's closest to the red in the middle of the table. Can he? Does that go directly into the middle, or does he have to play another cannon?
I think he has to play another cannon. He's got to try and get into the red, I think.
Yeah, it certainly looks that way.
Just a little clip onto the red, into it, and frees up the yellow to the middle anyway.
Yeah. He's just having a really close look. Potentially, he might be able to actually play it off the red that's closest to the middle pocket. It looks a bit high to me. But,
Yeah, just to me. I think it will go, though.
yeah. The angles on the screen compared to what we're looking at on the table, they can sometimes be a bit more deceiving. So
You don't look very happy with that. So.
no, but
He
it's a
always
trait
does
of Phil's, isn't it, Colin? Yeah, yeah,
Pulled some faces in his plum.
yeah, yeah.
There you go.
tricky little finish really, because he's got to make sure he also lands well on his last yellow, whichever one he chooses, so that he can get on the black. So.
That's right. I think he could be playing this off the red, like you said before.
Yeah.
Just thick off the red.
He's changed his mind. Maybe he's going to play the cannon now, or cut into the middle. He's gone a bit too far again, I think, judging by his expression.
Now he's looking at the red, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to have to play this really softly. Doesn't look like it goes to me, but...
It doesn't to me. He don't like it, he's shaking his head. Don't like it. No.
That was a tough shot.
It was unlucky.
The thing is, these are the frames that hurt the most when you've been in first, you've had what you consider to be a good chance to win, and then you hand the table over with what should be routine shots for someone of Jordan's class, and he's played that as well as he could. Lots of right-hand side to throw the white up the table. He may elect to pop this and just hold on the yellow as he's done there perfectly. So yeah, this should be
all over.
yeah. And what is just literally tiniest of errors against these top players, they just cost you frame after frame, don't they?
Yeah. You don't get another chance, do you?
You don't. It's not like your local club league.
No. You get 5 or 6 chances.
Yeah, yeah, it's a totally different level.
And that's what I need as well, 5 or 6 chances.
Me and you both.
This one-shot pull's no good to me. It's a 4-2 lead then for Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
He's been playing well of late though, hasn't he? Been playing really well.
Yeah. He said that. I think he's openly said in his interviews that he's been feeling a lot more settled in his life in general, and he's also been practicing a lot harder. He's based, I believe, up in the Murphys, Doncaster area, and yeah, he's been putting the practice in, and it's clearly showing in his game and in his form. Always was a fantastic player, but as you know, the happier you are off the table, the happier and the better you seem to play on the table.
Yeah. You got all the things going on in your head. You don't want to be playing this game, do you?
No, exactly. You need to have a clear mental attitude and approach.
Oh, that white was going in there, but just kept out by the yellow. Well, I fancy reds here, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say reds look the better option. Just looks to have the one awkward ball.
Black's not straightforward as well, is it? So it's got a bit of work to do.
Yeah, this one of the more difficult finishes that Jordan's been faced with so far this morning.
Yeah. See how he goes about this.
could anyone let me know if the volume, if you can hear us clearly, please? Now we've tried to turn the mics up slightly, so just let us know that you can hear us okay.
I can hear you, Greg.
That's good.
Sounds a lot better, that. I think he had my mic a bit low down.
Ah, okay. Oh, what a lovely shot that is from Jordan.
He still hasn't got these balls out though, has he?
No.
He's doing what we do, leave it till last.
Yeah. And as we've said, that can sometimes go wrong, but he's looking at potentially, can he even pot it direct? I don't think he can. I think he's going to have to play this one and make sure he lands high now on the red into the right-hand pocket, and I think he's just about fine. Thanks very much, guys, for letting us know the volume's better. So just a bit of top, and oh, he's actually stunned it. I was a bit surprised he stunned it, but I'm certainly not going to question Jordan Shepherd.
Oh, very unlucky.
Yeah, he got very close to that double, but
he didn't give it much thought though, did he? Just
no, he
down.
was straight down, wasn't he? But that is Jordan's style, as we know. But this is where Phil can be, you know, his most ruthless. He quite easily could have been, or maybe should have been 5-2 down, and he'll know that if he can pinch this frame, it keeps the pressure back on Jordan a little bit. So certainly not the easiest table to clear up from, but see how he goes about things. I think he wanted to be a lot further down there, so he could have played. He'll still be able to play it, but this yellow onto the yellow in the bottom right-hand pocket as we see it.
He might take the plant first.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Forgive me. Sorry, the plant. So yellow onto the bottom yellow, and that way he's leaving himself an easier shot next. Yeah, no problems. This type of finish, Colin, is all about making the pots as easy as you possibly can, isn't it? Trying to keep good close cue ball control.
I think the hardest shot on the table here is the black, I think. But he might develop that at some point. He tried to there, I think.
I think he's okay here. He can pop this yellow into the middle and stun down for the, or
one
even
on the bottom rail.
Yeah, even top and a bit of side if he wants to. And then if he gets the perfect angle, he could even elect to cannon the black out slightly, yeah. If he thinks it's worth the risk, although I think he's going to play that.
Yeah, he's just touch the left-hand side now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Swing that white ball over to the rail.
Yeah. He's got to play this with 100% commitment, trust in your cueing.
You don't want to go to the other side of the black.
No.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Played that so well. He's slightly hampered by the black, but I think he's okay just to sort of run it in and stun it out slightly if he can get to the centre of the white. He's having to bridge over, so it's not easy. Played that really well.
Just a thin clip, or will he take it to the bottom?
I think he's got to play the thin clip here. Myself, I certainly would be. And as we said, he's one of the best in the world at punishing you. And I mean, that wasn't an easy finish by any stretch of the imagination where the balls were, but he made it look easy by keeping good control of the white ball.
Yeah, three balls on the cushion, didn't he? He's made him look easy.
Yeah.
There's a few big names not here this weekend, isn't there?
Yeah, I think I've heard that Mick Hill, probably the biggest name of all, he's away for other commitments, but he will be at event 2 or event 3, I think it is. So that's good to hear.
A couple of lads that usually come. Was it Craig Lakin? I thought he would have been here.
Yeah.
Simon Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, not sure. I thought.
Not here.
Yeah.
Don't know if they've entered any of the other events.
Yeah, I think there's so many events at the moment that are on for people to play in. It's a case of picking and choosing what works best for you, for your own schedule, etc.
Now Craig had a little money match last night, didn't he?
Did he win that?
Yeah, he won it, yeah. 25-14, I think.
Oh, okay. So Jordan electing reds, and you think the only slight stumbling block may be the
Top left-hand corner.
yeah, the top left-hand corner, exactly. Although potentially a couple of options, he could pot this red now that he's looking at into the bottom right and leave an angle on the red on the nearest to top right-hand pocket, and he could then potentially cannon the awkward yellow to free up both reds.
Yeah.
And I think that looks to be, he has the angle now if he wants. May even choose to get rid of this red that's closer to the middle. But if it was me, I'd probably play the cannon now.
See where you end up.
Well, yeah, and also keep as many reds on the table
That's
as you
right,
can,
yeah.
sort of thing.
Gives you options, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, that's perfect.
Played that really well. So it just needs to come off the cushion, trace aside.
Through the gap.
Through the gap, as Colin rightly says, and then should be another frame on the board for Jordan. He really does rattle off these frames quickly, doesn't he?
He don't mess about when he's running around that table.
Sees the shots so quickly and executes them perfectly normally.
Just drop the red in, then run around the angles. The black in the same pocket.
Yeah, just needs to make sure he misses the yellow there.
Yeah.
So that's a nice shot, and it'll be 5-3. Match has been going around 46 minutes so far, so each rack roughly taking about 5 minutes. So pretty
It's not bad standard, that
pretty
is
good
it?
stuff, isn't it?
They usually take 47 minutes for one frame.
Any updates on the scores there, Colin?
Yeah, we've got Darren McVicker leading 4-3 with Mark Boyle. Rob Chilton 2-1 up against Lee Clough. Neil Rabin 3-2 up against Gary Clark. Who else? We've got Ronan McCarthy 4-3 up against Carl Boys. Ryan Pisani 5-2 up against Rob Warren. I mean, that Ryan beat me yesterday, and he played really well, to be fair. He was break dishing, dry break dishing, everything was going on. But it looks like he's meaning business this weekend.
Yeah, good player. Very good player.
Sean Chipperfield's 5-2 up against Liam White. John McAllister 3-2 up against Jez Graham. Jack Whelan 5-3 up against Richard Gifford. Jamie Burnett 5-2 up against Steve Petty. Carl O'Donoghue, he's turned that round, he's 5-3 up now against Dom Cooney. And Callum Singleton 2-1 up against Scott Gillespie. So that's your updated scores at the minute. Not in can't see Tom Cousins though. Where's he got on my list? Currently 3-all.
Okay. He was 3-0 up as well. John Monaghan, I'll check that for you. I'm not sure that he is, to be honest. In fact, no, I don't think he is playing. That's Christy Caulfield. I think he's in the draw.
This is a little complicated finish for Phil here. He's got a bit of work to do with these.
Yeah, he certainly has. I can imagine is drop the yellow now into the middle. He's played the cannon.
He's developed that.
Yeah.
Just one bad ball now.
Just the one ball, yeah. See what he can come up with.
Not sure if any of these go. I mean, you're looking at the TV screen in front of us there, and it looks like it'll pop, but I'm not sure. I'm sat right behind this. No, that's why he has to take the one on the bottom rail. He's played that well.
Yeah, I think he's just fine. He's got a bit of angle here, so. What he'd have liked to do, I think, would be to cannon the red.
Yeah, behind that yellow.
But he may not be able to do that now. Wow, what a shot that is.
Yeah, he's just banged him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's just banged him and come out nice.
Jordan aggressively tapped his leg. Probably in a mixture of appreciation and frustration, to be honest. But, you know, when you are cannon into balls, you do, again, as with the break, rely on a bit of luck.
Yeah.
And on this occasion, it worked out nicely for Phil. And what looked like what was an extremely tough finish.
Made that look easy, didn't it?
He's negotiated them really well. And that is the type of thing that separates the truly great players from the rest. It's consistently being able to take out those types of rack. And what a high standard match this has been so far. There's literally a couple of mistakes by Phil, maybe one by Jordan, and 9 high quality frames.
Big break there.
Yeah.
He sort of stutters on the break, doesn't he?
He didn't.
Know, before he
I think
releases it.
It looks like he's. I've watched quite a bit of Phil, obviously, with the series, and it looks like he's changed his break slightly in that he's got a big pause now.
Yeah.
He sort of gets up and then releases
releases
the
the
cue,
cue.
I think, to try and get obviously more power. But it's certainly working, and I think even on that break he didn't seem to quite connect perfectly, but he still potted a number of balls, yeah. Yeah, so Sean McGrath, if you Google qscore.com and then type in Liberty Games or search for live tournaments UK, you'll be able to see all of the current scores on there. Any problems, let us know. Is he electing reds here?
I'm not sure. I think he'd go in yellows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think yellows were the easier set, really.
He's landed pretty high though on this one.
It's a tight one, isn't it?
Makes the higher you land, it obviously makes it.
Looks a lot easier on this TV screen.
Yeah.
Than it does on that table.
Dog gone lazy yet. Apologies, mate. It's still a bit early for us. It's only 12 o'clock. So Phil having to get the rest out for this one. Probably play this with a bit of right-hand side to help the pot if he can. He just needs to be concentrate on the pot, which he's done, and again that's
turned out nice, hasn't it?
It's worked out okay.
Jordan's not happy at all there.
So Phil electing to leave the two yellows closest to each other till last. He can drop the yellow into the middle.
I think that's the shot, isn't it?
I think
Just
the yellow passes by the black, doesn't it?
Yeah, just run a bit high. Needs to be high on that yellow to the bottom left. Be okay there, I think.
I think he's okay because the black goes into the middle right-hand pocket. He doesn't look happy, but was fine.
What was he worried about, Greg?
And nicely done by Phil. Levels the match at 5 frames all. I'm just going to pop and get a drink. I'll be back. So this looks like another frame for Phil Harrison. And, good effort after being 5-3 down. Just give you some updates on the other scores. Callum Singleton currently 4-2 up against Scott Gillespie. Carl O'Donoghue has raced into a 7-3 lead over Dom Cooney. Tom Cousins 5-4 up against Jake McCartney. JB Burnett 6-4 against Steve Petty. Jack Whelan 7-4 against Rich Gifford. John McAllister 5-3 up against Jez Graham. And Declan Brennan 7-2 up against Lyndon de Bono. All of the scores are on qscore.com. Tournament Supreme Liberty Games. So take a look. Fill to break. Great break there by Phil. Not gone perfectly for him, but either set looks like a potential. Looks like Phil's going to go for yellows, so needs a good pot here to start him off. Cued that really well. Problem ball obviously is going to be the yellow closest to the left middle pocket. He'll need to try and bump that out, or bump it over the middle potentially, so that he can drop on to his last two yellows at the bottom of the table. He wanted to be straighter on the yellow now. But, can still play it down the bottom. Needs a good shot here. And, nearly dropped. But he's not left anything easy for Jordan. He's in fact only got a double. to go at first. So Phil erring on the side of percentage pool. He knew if he missed that yellow, which he did, he would be leaving a very tricky finish for Jordan. Although we all know how good Jordan is, and what a fantastic shot he's played there. Giving himself a chance here. He's just going to call the ref over to get rid of the triangle. Jordan may elect to play the bottom red first. Get that out of the way. Natural angle, swing round with a bit of side. Oh, he's just flicked the yellow. Oh. I don't know what happened there, but Jordan's just lost his head a little bit.
I've missed a couple of frames, Greg. 7-5 then, is it?
Yeah. When you left, I think Jordan broke dry and Phil cleared up to go 6-5, and then Phil broke down, but left a very tricky finish, and Jordan unfortunately he potted a ball, cannoned into another one, made a slight positional error, but he was still involved in the frame, but he hit the table with his cue, and fortunately for him, knocked in red, and so he threw away the frame. But,
right.
yeah, it's not ideal, and
These yellows look nice here, though.
yeah, he needs to get himself back into the match mentally, calm himself down, and go again. Jordan, as we know, plays with a lot of emotion, and sometimes I guess it can slightly get the better of him, but
Yeah, he just needs to control himself, doesn't he? And,
yeah. Just do what he does best, which is pot the balls.
That's it. It's a tricky little finish, this, actually. Not as straightforward. He's opting to take the other yellow in the right middle first, I think.
Yeah, Nick Davey, it does state in the rules that you have to respect the game and your opponent, and yeah, that certainly wasn't doing either of those things, but Jordan, too good a player to be letting things get to him like that. As I say, it's not like he's out of the match at all. It's
only 7-6, isn't it?
Yeah, so
it's very much in this match. break there.
Yeah, monster break there from Phil.
Yeah.
And, well, these reds look really nice.
Yeah, I'd be taking yellows here, Greg. Bit of a challenge. Don't like them too easy.
Now you've got to give yourself a challenge.
That's right. No, in these rules you can't play a plant, can you? You've
No,
got a
that's
shot.
it. You can't.
So you've got to take the set, and you're on that set, really, aren't
Yeah.
you?
So. Can you play a skill shot first shot?
Yes, as
Yeah.
long as you pop both the balls.
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
got to
that's
pop
what I
both the
thought.
balls.
Yeah.
If you don't, you
And if you do, it's open table still?
yeah, it's still open.
Yeah.
No, it's not actually. No, it's the first ball you hit
Oh, first ball you hit.
is
yeah.
what you're on. So
Yeah,
if you
got it.
played a yellow onto the red, potted them both, you would be on yellows.
Yellows, yeah. That's your on ball, basically.
Yeah.
Got you. Darren McVicker 6-5 up now on Mark Boyle, one of the other stream tables. As I said, there's 4 streamed matches going on that you could choose to watch. Go on to YouTube and type in Beard Productions. Come up with the live games showing currently. You can choose which one you want to watch, or you can swap between matches. Phil's into the groove now in this match. He's not really going to make.
He's going to make Jordan work for it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not going to make any more mistakes the way he's
No.
playing. He just keeps the pressure on, doesn't he?
Certainly does. I
why-
won't fancy playing him.
That's why it's so hard to get him when he's playing well, because he just rarely makes any mistakes.
There's one though.
Yeah, he
Just
could have
gone a little bit too far with that one.
would have wanted to be a bit straighter. I think he possibly could be okay in that he can use the yellow as a stopper, screw back into the yellow, and he'll still have a nice angle on the
Right.
red to get down for the black.
Yeah. Perfect.
We've already got a match that's finished. Carl
quick.
O'Donoghue, yeah, has won 11-3.
Oh, God, I'm glad about that. I've got him in the Calcutta.
Have you?
Well, I've got a bit of him.
So it's taken only an hour and 15 minutes to win that. So that's a good win for Carl.
We've got a bit of Ronan McCarthy as well. How's he doing?
So he is currently 9-4 up
Oh,
against.
yeah, my boys are doing well.
You're doing okay. So Phil just asking the referee to take the triangle off.
Nice fancy bright orange shirts, them, aren't they?
They are.
You know they're referees, don't you?
Yeah, they do a good job, all these referees.
They do. They're here for about 16 hours today, I think they'll be here.
Yeah, it's a long old shift, isn't it? And as we're speaking, that's another frame for Phil, and takes him back into a 2-frame lead, 8-6 now.
using the cup break this time.
And he didn't hit those too hard.
No, we didn't.
Just timed them nicely.
They split well, weren't they?
And he's probably one of his best breaks of the match. In terms of how the balls have gone.
I think it'll be yellows. Yeah.
Well, this... I think I'll put my neck on the line here and say that it's going to be 8-7.
You reckon?
Yeah, a couple more seconds. Another 20 or 30 seconds.
Won't take long, will it? Yeah, I think it's just set them up. Yeah, great finish.
Yeah, all of about 30 seconds. That
Won't take long at all.
That's where the break can be so so important and so influential on a match, you know. Decided to cut break them and they could have gone awkward, but as it happened, he hit them perfectly. Jack Whelan, who's been in a imperious, in very impressive form of late, is running away with his match against Richard Gifford on table in the corner right there on table. I think it's 16 maybe. Yeah, he's 10-4 up now, so looks like he's clearing up in this one as well.
Did he recently win a tournament at Murphy's, did you say?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he won,
didn't he?
won that event. Wow, what a break. He's timing that break absolutely to perfection now.
I don't think this frame will last long either. Maybe a bit longer than the last one, but not much longer. I think he'll take yellows here, definitely. Just drop one to the middle, left middle. He's got his route worked out. There we go.
So even though this was what looked like a relatively simple finish for Phil, he's took his time. He's made sure on every ball. He's not taking it for granted at all, and that is why he's top of the game.
He's made them look easy, really. I mean,
Yeah. This is why he's so difficult to peg back, because once he gets into the groove, he just doesn't make any mistakes.
that's right, yeah.
And if you've got someone who's ahead and not making any mistakes, it's very, very difficult to get back in front.
I mean, Jordan's just got to keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not played badly at all, has
No,
he? Just, you know, a couple of errors, I guess.
And it's cost him really.
Yeah.
And then Jordan to break. Using the cup break again. Yep. It's working.
Yeah, he's hit those nicely again. Yeah, Alan Mason, as he said, breaking dish, great match. It's exactly right. It's been easy on the eye.
Don't have many tactical frames, do they?
No, they haven't, and I'm not too disappointed with that. But
So you don't get many tactical frames in this rules anyway. Because
no, you don't, and that's the good thing about the rules. Brilliant set of rules, to be honest. Very simple for the players, and it's
quite easy to learn as well, aren't they?
yeah. They're just very attacking and punish mistakes, which is the way it should be.
There's no point in covering a pocket, is there?
No,
Because,
there's no benefit at all.
Here he goes then. He's having a go at these. I don't think this frame will take long either.
No.
To be honest. Just the two in the around the black spot there, they're awkward to get on, but they're not that hard if he gets rid of this.
He may even elect to play this one now and play it with a lot of check sides so he can get a better angle on this red. I think he's just okay. He could have done with another couple of inches, but he may have just to stun
Do you
this.
think he'll go into these, or he doesn't have to, does he?
Does he not?
I think he just pop the one on the bottom right and swing round into the two yellows is perfect on him into the same pocket. I don't think he needed to do that. I really don't. Oh, it's gone wrong now. What's he got on now? He's got a double at best, I think.
Yeah, it's
That's not easy.
no, I think like you say, that's looking like the only shot he's got.
Just hope he keeps his head and he's not happy. He's not happy at all, is he?
No, he's in a bit of a spot here.
I just can't see a shot. Playing it off the yellow. Wow. Wow.
Oh.
Oof.
Great effort.
That's not a bad result, to be honest. Yeah, he's not happy. He's throwing his towel on the floor.
Is he? Oh, yeah. So, James, any standard foul, you're able to pick the white up and put it anywhere on the table. play from there.
Let's try to develop that, and
It's
not the best.
No.
I thought he'd have got into it off the other yellow down in the balk end there. He had a better angle to go into it from there.
Could play a little safety shot here, just knock the yellow onto the black.
Do we have a tactical frame?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good shot because Phil knows that if he gets another shot, he can play yellow off cushion or off black and develop it.
That's right, yeah.
So Jordan there rightly tapping the table. It's a good shot.
Going to go for the crazy double. Back double.
He's in a bit of a spot, isn't he? So
Yeah,
that's probably all he can do.
I think.
I know.
No, he's trying to make it as hard as possible for Phil. Just trying to stay in the frame, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Phil's nodding his head as a good shot. Okay. You think Phil will have a go at these now? I think he's got a chance really. If he can screw up to the one near the bulk line.
Well, if he can get anywhere near the middle pocket here.
He's got an angle into
Yeah.
yeah. And he's got an angle now to get into the red.
Yeah. Probably see Phil play this one cushion with lots of right-hand side.
Oh, didn't get into it. Now then, that changes the game a little.
Yeah, James, so that's a tactical foul that you saw yesterday. So the rule is providing you play your on ball, so whatever your nominated colour is, providing you play that ball first, you can literally do anything. You can pot another opponent's ball, providing you play your ball first. It's just classed as a tactical foul. It's loss of turn, but the player can only play from where the white lands.
He's going to play. No. I was getting a bit adventurous there. I thought he was going to swing it around and then play the skill shot at the same time. Level. Yeah. A cagey little battle here. This
You
frame.
you may see Jordan just play this red half ball and put the white on the top. Oh, he's gone a different way. This is the first frame that's the whole match that's gone slightly cagey, slightly tactical.
This is it. We want to see these tactical frames,
That's it.
don't we?
Well, you know, after 16 frames of free-flowing pool, it's nice to see the odd one, isn't it? So.
Yeah. I don't think it'll last much longer because they're running out of options, to be fair. Jordan's working his way back into this frame.
He is. He's not giving up on it at all, is he?
Phil hasn't really got much of a shot on now. Like I say, there's no point in covering a pocket because Jordan can just pot it. Obviously, he's got to hit his red first.
Jordan wanted to pot that yellow then.
He did, didn't he? That would have been advantage.
Now he's given Phil an opportunity.
He's trying to screw into it. Tried. Thank you. What's he going to do here, Greg? When you tuck him in behind in the gap, or?
Yeah, he's just got to be careful he doesn't leave an impossible snooker. That's a good shot.
Don't know, it's an easy out, innit? And he's
Yeah.
not developed his yellow, so.
Yeah, that's not the best actually saying that. Good hit from Jordan.
He's got to hit a cushion, yeah. They hit it after
Oh,
contact, didn't
do
he?
you know what though? Phil may be straight enough on this to be able to deep screw. Do you think with the...
I think that's the only shot he's got now. He's really committed into this.
Jordan's done really well here to keep himself in the frame.
I don't think he's running out of options now, Phil. You just throw your arm at it, hope you develop the yellow.
Yeah, he could also potentially, if he's got too much angle, can't screw into the red directly, he could screw back up the table and leave a double, potentially.
Yeah.
Another shot he could play is if he... well, let's just wait and see what he plays.
Yeah, he's played your shot, leaving the double.
So he's got a decision to make here.
It's either win or lose the frame, innit? Really.
Yeah, I mean he could try and play some sort of safety shot or tactical shot, but I
think for me, I'd be playing safe. I won't be taking this double on. We try and tuck him in behind that black somewhere. But also try and develop the yellow a little bit. He's not developed the yellow again.
That's a really bad shot.
Jordan now is favourite for this frame.
And Phil has put himself in that
Yeah.
position by playing a bit negatively, I think. Or at least not executing the shot correctly.
Be a lash at this, I think. Not much else he can do. I know. The red goes now.
Yeah, I think it does.
One good pot on this red then. It's a tough shot for me, but Jordan will just get down, bang it straight in. There you go.
Good shot that was.
Looking like 9-8. I think this red goes. Should do. Oh, played it off the black. Now then. Actually clipped off the black there, Greg.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not ideal.
I think he'll go for this.
Yeah, but I'd just bump it out, me. Say to Phil here. Yeah. Oh, that's a great shot, wasn't it? How did he just bump that out? That's difference, isn't it?
Yeah, played the positive shot. I'm going to have to let you carry on with the rest of the last few frames, if that's all right. Colin, I've got to go
no
and
problem.
play now at 1 o'clock. So,
yeah, I'm on at 1 as well.
Oh, are you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that.
I'm on
sorry.
at 1. I think I've got somebody called Sean Story. I don't know him.
Oh, yeah, you'll be all right.
Is he any good?
I don't know. Well, we'll just see how much longer we can last because
What time is it?
it's 1:45 now.
All right. I need a fag break before I get on. Still a few matches.
Still going on, yeah.
Still a lot of frames to play in there, so. A few awkward balls here. Another scrappy frame, I think, mate.
Yeah,
We've got
potentially.
a couple of balls to develop
I think he could
on either set.
play yellow on, play the red over the middle pocket to then develop the yellow and red down at the bottom left-hand pocket.
Yeah.
And if that works out well, he's only got to get a good angle on the red to the top right to be able to develop the other one. So we'll see how positive he's thinking.
Yep, you called it. Oh, he's run out.
Quite an adventurous shot here, but he could jack up the white and play the red off the yellow
Ooh,
and
very
create the angle.
adventurous. Very adventurous. Been watching me too much. Greg. What other options has he got? That is the thing. Safety. Yeller at the cushion, so he's okay.
And that was probably the percentage shot, probably the right shot.
Who have you got next, Greg?
I've been called, so I've got to go. Yeah.
Who have you got?
Dave Fernandez on table 3.
Is he any good?
I think he can play a bit. Yeah. So it's a pleasure commentating with you, Colin, and good luck for your match.
You as
Take
well.
care,
Good
guys.
luck, mate.